Welcome to the Rich Bitch Show. I'm your host, Candace Lee, a soulful multi-six-figure business mentor helping you create next-level wealth and alignment in your life and business. I believe that having a high-quality business that delivers high-quality results will feed a life and future of wealth, health, happiness, and abundance from wherever you want in the world. I'm here every week to help you vibe higher, reclaim your power, and create the reality and wealth that you truly desire. So let's get started.
You don't know this because we cut out this part of the episode, but we just had a bunch of technical issues. But we're here now. So today's question comes in from Zara. She says, "Hey Candace, I just left my corporate job, congratulations, and launched my first offer, but I'm quickly realizing there's a lot more to marketing and sales than I thought. Go figure. How do I get people excited about my offer and start selling without feeling like I'm being pushy?"
So good. Zara, this is amazing. One, congratulations on escaping corporate and claiming your dream life. We love this. This is huge. I mean, Kevin knows because we've all been there. We've had numerous conversations behind the scenes around what it feels like to be getting yourself into a position where you're now operating from a place of fear or scarcity, and you find yourself going against your own alignment. So you're doing things that feel icky to you, but you're also in this place of fear of like, I have to make this work. I have to try and, get the sale or chase the sale, whatever the dialogue is going on mentally and internally that leads you to a place of operating so far away from how you want to be. And I see this obviously on a very regular basis when clients are coming into our offers and into our world. So let's kind of give you an energetic perspective shift on this. And then let's go into some strategies of what you can be doing, because I think it's really important, obviously, to pair both to help you see and then obviously see this through differently. But if you are wanting, first thing just right was I want my audience more excited about the offer and then selling without feeling salesy.
Yep. How do I get people excited about my offer and start selling without feeling like I'm being pushy? I feel like I'm Zara right now. I'm like, teach me how to do this. Yes, please.
Let's go. Okay. So if you are in fear, you're not in excitement. If you're in fear or scarcity, you're not in joy. And there is a very big difference in how we feel you as somebody who's consuming your content. So Zara's question, if I'm in your audience, Zara, and I'm consuming your content, I'm going to feel the lack of joy and excitement that you're experiencing. We won't know that it's that, most likely. I might, only because I have quite the lens to look at this for clients now, but
Do this for a living.
if I was somebody who's following you for support with my gut health or my hormones or my mindset or my relationship or whatever it is that you are supporting people through now that you've left corporate, I would be able to tell it something is off. And remember, I'm leaning into your support because you make me feel something that I don't feel when I don't have that support or don't have you around me or don't have your, guidance, or you get it. We want to make sure you're feeling excited. So I would call this a very quick, this does not have to be long. I don't want to create more fear or more scarcity, that it's going to take longer to create sales, but slow down to speed up. Do it. This slowdown could make you millions. You have to check how you're framing the slowdown to speed up to get yourself reactivated and excited. Is there anything about the offer that doesn't feel aligned? Take note, clean it up, make the shifts. Don't make a big deal about it. Is there anything that you've been disconnecting from because you've been so focused on pushing for sales? What does this offer actually get to mean for them? That one question. Remember, when we're consuming people's content, we are doing this from a very selfish point of view. What's in it for me? So I can achieve what? That's what your audience is wondering and thinking. So you get to show them through your representation. We talk a lot about that on this podcast. And you also get to tell them once you are clear on it. So not only is your representation going to show them what they can achieve, what that will look like, how that'll be, but you can also then speak into it when you're sharing, say, a testimonial or a personal story. If you are, in Zara's case, a little bit newer and sales are still kind of inconsistent, reflect on your personal story. What did your days used to be like before this work that you do? Your mindset, how you approach life, how you spoke to others, how you spoke to yourself, how you accomplished things, how you left your corporate job, any of it. It's all a story. So can you own that story so that we can see what's possible for us on the other side, and allow yourself to be so excited about what this gets to mean for us? Stop making this about yourself. We do this, right? We're so attached, we're so entangled with our business that
Mhm.
we forget that sometimes it's not about us. It's actually all about the person that we're here to support. So I would love to see you speaking to the people you're here to support and making it all about them. Show your life, but then let me know that I can have it too. Show me your life and show me these bits and pieces and let me imagine myself in it. Let me in behind the scenes. What did you have to do? What did you have to think differently? What choices or actions did you have to make? Let me know these things so I can have it too. Remember, I want this. That's why I'm following you. So once you've got that little bit of excitement back and that clarity, again, those are quick little things that you could do every morning. You could just journal a couple of bullet notes. You could really script it out. You could imagine what it's like and how you'd be showing up if you had an audience full of people that were coming to your DMs to ask you for the link to buy instead of you having to push sales, and what your relationship with sales currently is. How do I actually want to experience sales? How do I want sales to go for me? And what is my sales process in my world? Do you believe that you actually want to be pushing and chasing sales in your world? Or do you want to have really strong messaging and marketing that has people ready to convert, come to you, have an application of some sort, have a quick conversation, send them the link and away you go? Like, how do you want it to go? Every single one of my clients is different, but getting clear on your sales process, and you could even call it that, like my unique sales process, how sales happen in my world, get really familiar with how you want that to happen. That's going to clean up the entire energetic side and like that ickiness on the marketing, the perspective, and the selling side of things for you. Now, when it comes to the strategic side, I would say
Flipping from the energetics. I mean, that was amazing. What a breakdown. Like, stop getting caught up on selling the offer. Start owning and representing the transformation. Your excitement becomes their excitement. So if you want them to be excited, you have to do what it takes for you to be excited about it.
and imagine how much more fun that is if you were putting yourself in your own audience.
Mhm.
You don't care about the minor details anymore. You're like, I want whatever she's on. Whatever you're putting in your tea, girlfriend, I want it too. You know, like you're instantly like imagining, I wonder what her program's like. Oh, like I wonder what else she did to get where she's going or get where she's at now. And we naturally, as human beings with imagination and living in our mind, we go there. So let them go there. Let them literally bring themselves that much closer to the sale for you.
Yeah.
And so with the strategic side, so it's just that sales are feeling icky, obviously realizing how important marketing and messaging is.
Yeah, I think just like you said in the beginning, it sounds like she's really wants to get these first couple sales through the door, but she's having trouble like finding the balance between like, I want it, I want it, I want it, and like, I need to relax and let this come to me.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's balance. I think cleaning up what we just said is going to be a night and day difference in your experience already. And then having a really clear structure in place. So if you don't have this and you don't even know what your main message is, what your audience wants to hear from you, you know, how they want to hear it, I would recommend jumping into the membership and getting access to our frameworks for this, getting access to my support so you can have that feedback. It's literally $197. I'll talk about it a little bit more because we've made some amazing changes. But what I would say to make sure that you can take something away from this, at least, and start to implement, is ask yourself that. What does she get or they get? I don't know who you're serving, but what is the outcomes they will achieve? And think about this not just as facts like, oh, you'll lose 10 pounds or you'll manifest the life of your dreams. No, I want details.
Yeah, what it really means to them.
Yes, like I want daily examples, things that this is going to impact in my day to day that I've been dreaming about. And if you have a hard time thinking about this in the moment, think about your past self or think about somebody that you've walked through this. What did they truly want? I want to wake up feeling rested and energized and actually have the patience right first thing in the morning to deal with my kids or I'm trying to think of like a bunch of different niches here, but you want to wake up and feel or know that your skin is glowing right from the inside out and you don't have to worry about covering your skin before you go out to take your kids to school or before you hop on that quick story or quick podcast interview, run into the man of your dreams at the cafe when you're grabbing your morning matcha. Like you want to be so dialed in and specific so that we can actually picture that whole experience. Oh my gosh, imagine if I did wake up with glowy skin and ran to grab my matcha and ended up running into the man of my dreams. How do I do that?
That's a good
I
tip.
want So you like detail, give me details. Stop trying to like sound like everybody else. It's the biggest disservice. I have a reel coming out. I was telling Kevin because it fired me right. I'm like, you don't have a lack of people wanting to buy in your audience. You just don't know how to talk to them. They're there. They want to spend thousands of dollars in your business. They want to. Your dream clients want to do that. This is exactly how clients come into our world. And within a matter of weeks, they're like, I just made 14K. I've never even made this kind of money in my entire life. Like, where did these people come from? But they were there the whole time. You just didn't know how to talk to them. So this is big. Get really, really clear. What does she want to hear? Don't worry so much about like a laundry list of pain points. Worry so much about calling her into what she wants. Talk about what she wants. Talk about how she can have what she wants. Talk about how you've created what she wants. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. That is so supportive, educational, value driven. It is not pushy. I want to hear that 100 times over. If I'm your ideal client, I want to hear all about it. I want to hear every angle of it. I want to hear it again and again and again until I'm ready to buy. And when I'm ready to buy, I'm going to show up in your DMs and be like, hey, can we just do this damn thing? Because like I'm loving everything you're about. And that's what you want to be available for. That's how you want sales to go in your world. At the end of the day, none of us want to be chasing down sales in our DMs. So get really, really clear on doing that and doing it on a regular basis. We also have a framework that I would recommend following, which is our 6 steps to story selling. And that framework, yeah, it's
Classic framework. Should be called 6 figures selling on stories.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even be able to tell you collectively how much revenue has been made given that framework with clients in the last 4.5 years. But it is so simple, and you can just plug it in and play so that you want to make sure you're investing into frameworks that are going to be supporting you to show up and sell in a way that's going to feel aligned for you, but of service for them. So you want to just have something you can start following every day. Get into a little rhythm. If you're not in a place where you can have support and have any like hands-on help, start finding a way to get into a rhythm, whether it's setting an alarm every day so that you show up on stories, having a prompt on that alarm so you see it when the alarm goes off and you can start thinking and then showing up for it. You want to be showing up on a regular basis. When people are reaching out to you to ask questions, ask them questions, right? Get to know the people that are the most warmest in your audience and create specifically for them. Pay attention. Who is commenting? Who is DMing you? Who is saying, oh my gosh, I love this post. What did you love about it? What's going on for you? What can I create more free content on for you? And get really specific in creating content for your most warmest and hottest audience members. Stop worrying about DMing everybody who followed you to say, hey, welcome to my page. They actually don't care. It feels icky for all of us. But what they want is more content that's going to speak directly to them.
There it is, Zara. Let us know let us know how that all landed. I can say from personal experience too that like over 6 figures in my business was generated through Candace's 6 steps to selling on stories framework, because I don't sell in posts, I don't sell on reels. I use those things to engage with my audience and grow the audience collectively. And then this sales process is just like boom, 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 conversions. So definitely check that out.
Yeah. You were saying too, let us in a little bit, Kevin, because you were saying we have a little powwow before each podcast where we're just like lifing it up over here and catching up on each other's lives. But you've been batching stories too, right? In advance using the framework for your, like let it be simple, you guys. Like this doesn't have to feel like a big push. The whole point of leaning into frameworks at work is to make this more simple than it, like as simple as it possibly can be. Sorry.
Simpler than you thought it could be too, because it's like, so Haley and I are traveling right now. We're in Thailand. We're island hopping. We're all over the place. We didn't have Wi-Fi for the last like 4 days. I'm actually hotspotting right now. There's the full transparency. But point is that, I follow this framework just in a Google document. You know, this one's going out on Monday. This one's going out on Wednesday. This one's going out on Friday. Write the 6 steps out, fill them out. And then throughout the week, we're taking photos, snorkeling, hanging out with sea turtles, chilling on the beach. And then I just put the text that I already wrote down previously over these awesome photos that, as Candace said, are representing this life that my clients want to live, send them out. And so it doesn't have to be this thing that you are constantly on it all the time, checking your phone always. It's just like, get the structure together, get the systems in place so that you can live your life and then just represent that transformation that you bring to these people.
While supporting your identity, something that came up for me really quick, and then we can wrap this up for you, Zara. But you have to also see yourself as a business owner, and the business owner isn't going to be constantly frantic. That's not sustainable. That's not healthy. For me, I wanted quality of life before I wanted anything else. And so it was a must that I built everything that I've built from a place of quality of life. So that's where a lot of our frameworks are rooted from, to support, like Kevin just said, being able to do that. And not just that, to let you into a little bit more of like the brain side of things, the neuroscience side of things. Our brain, it takes upwards 45 minutes for us to get into a very creative state of being, of thinking, of acting. And so if you're sitting there every day, giving yourself this 15-minute time limit to like think of something super creative and from your brand voice and from what they want every day, you will eventually mentally start to burn out and exhaust the creative parts of yourself. And you won't be accessing the depth of your creativity and what I like to call like spice and aliveness in your message that we want to feel. Like we want to feel that part of you. We want to feel how you say things, what emojis you use, how you laugh. Like I want to feel, see, and hear all of those parts. So sitting down to batch is actually, in my eyes, I think Kevin would agree, the most lucrative, supportive, and creative thing that you could do that feels so fulfilling. So I'm batching always at least 2 weeks. I just told Kevin how we're batching for all of November at the end of this week. I love batching in advance because I literally put myself into like a little Candace Lee Co bubble. And I'm batching everything from like a really intentional place. I'm now like on a roll. I'm repurposing bits and pieces. Like it just feels so good. And you can then save yourself, I'm going to save like hours and hours a week by having all of this batched out and done. So really, truly let it be simple. Learn what you have to learn, master, experience, practice, show up. But most importantly, start with the energetic sides and then see how differently you're showing up.
Mic drop. Let's get out of here.
Okay, future millionaires, thanks for hanging out with me in today's episode. I cannot wait to hear your takeaways from it. If you haven't yet, take a quick screenshot and share this to your stories. Tag me so I can shout you out for elevating and showing up for yourself. I want you to remember you were born deserving of a wealthy life, and now it's time to create it.